Hi there, my name's Louis. I'm the Deputy Manager for Group D. So Monday was the first time we all met, or the majority of us met. And to break the ice, we decided to have a little chit chat and get to know each other, our backgrounds, where we were from and what course we were doing. Then Ash comes in and introduces a lot of humour to the group, which made everyone feel more relaxed and welcomed. This is why there was no objections when he volunteered to become the manager of the group. I then took up the deputy role. Then we went down to the library to get started on the work because the room we was in did not have sufficient equipment. It was really easygoing atmosphere, and there was lots of laughs between us, which meant that everyone could get on really well and felt at home within the group. When we got to the library, we decided to book one of the techno booths. However, we booked the wrong techno booth twice. Instead of booking one in the Talbot campus, we booked one down in the Lansdowne campus. We decided to run it a very fair and equally. This meant that there was a really good group dynamic, meaning that everyone felt really relaxed and not pressured to do anything that they didn't want to do. The group pretty much ran itself, and Ash took charge of ensuring that morale was kept at a high. Everyone had their say throughout the entire process, and as we went through each different task that we had to do over this week, everyone managed to say, I would like to do that, or I would really prefer it if I didn't do that. This made everyone feel as though that they could have it their way to a sense. In order to keep it all fair, everyone had to take leadership of a different task throughout the week. This meant that it was fair, and there wouldn't be anyone that wouldn't take charge and wouldn't be to ensure that it was fair to everyone. We did a risk assessment analysis of each of the tasks, which Ben will talk about a little bit later. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Farida and this is Emily Yuan, and we were responsible for doing the travel arrangement survey, and I'm going to discuss the results that we got from our two different times. We started off by doing one at 9 o'clock till 9:30, and our results were not as accurate, but this is an estimate of what we got. The buses, at the start of our survey, there were around 50 students at the bus stop, and the buses that were running were the U1, U2, U3, U4 and the 6. A rough estimate of the amount of students coming off the bus were 55 and going into the bus 42. Now the waiting times for each bus was around 5 minutes, and as we finished the survey there were around 30 students still at the bus stop. Now the second one we did was from 12:30 till 1, and there were around 35 students at the start of the survey. Once again, the U1, U2, U3 and U4 as well as the 6 were available. Around 15 students were coming off the bus and 20 students going on. And once again, 5 minutes waiting time for each bus. And as we'd finished the survey, there were around 10 students. I will move on to Lee.
Yeah, I will introduce some information about travel arrangement cars. I have to research two separate times. Both of them are half an hour. So the first one is from 9 to 9:30, and the second one is from 12 to 12:30. Now I will introduce the first time. There are 8 cars arriving and 6 cars leaving. At that time, most of the cars' color are black, so 13 cars are black and 11 cars are silver, 11 cars are blue and 7 cars are white, and also as well as green, gray and white. And the number of the passengers, most of them are 0, and some of them are 1 passenger. And the second second time is from 12 and to 12:30. There are 11 cars arriving and 19 cars leaving. So most of the cars color are black, white, and silver, and some of them are red and blue, and green. And the type of the cars are saloon and for multiply four, and also, as well as people carrier and mini, as well as heavy goods. The most of the both the two separate time saloon. So that's all our information about travel arrangements.
Thank you very much for listening.
I am Caroline, and we're going to talk about the paper structure that we built today. Basically, we used 120 pieces of paper to use it. The sculpture is 2.3 metres high, and we used 6 metres of sellotape.
People involved were Steph, Ben, Ash, Farida, Lee, and us. I basically ripped the paper from the book and then started to fold it into tubes in order for it to form a tree, like a sculpture. And then we used the duct tape to sellotape it all together and put the cup on top, and it worked.
Here's a short clip to show you how we did it.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. I was in charge of the photos and video around Bournemouth Pool and Christchurch. Now, even though I was in charge of this task, it's one that everybody took part in, and it was a good opportunity for us to get to know each other and go out and learn about the campus and the surrounding areas. The first location that we decided to photograph was Christchurch House on campus. Then from there we did the Thomas Hardy Suite and the Student Centre, which were both also on campus. Now, to start with, we had some trouble trying to find the Thomas Hardy Suite, but eventually managed to get that on the map and find where that one was. After that, we travelled to the fire station in Lansdowne. And with there, the only problem we had was parking, but eventually found some parking on one of the roads and just had a short walk to that. Then the final one we did was Urban Reef in Boscombe, next to Boscombe Pier. We made that our last trip, and as we had 2 cars available to the team, we just drove there and got everybody in. At each location, we managed to find somebody to take a photo of the group so that we could get everybody actually included in the photos and made sure that the whole team was a part of it. And we also filmed short video clips on location at each place. I feel that the task was really successful. Everybody got involved in it, and everybody managed to be included in the photos and in the video clips. And it was completed on time with the initial plan that we'd scheduled. It was all finished on a Tuesday afternoon. And the only real problem we had were the weather and occasional parking difficulties, but we managed to get through that. We used one of the team members' iPhones to take photos and document the trip, and uploaded that onto this presentation, which we will now show the photos of each location and the short video clip that we did.
Hi guys, my name is Ben and I'm going to present to you the problems which we had with our presentation, presentation of the whole project. And well, the first problem was that there was 4 people missing on the very first day, and one of them was me, sorry. And it caused issue with allocating the jobs. However, my team managed quite well, and they have allocated jobs for the people even if they wasn't there. And yeah, everybody received the job, and if just in case they had a plan B where the jobs dedicated for people who are not there were designated to rest of the group. On the second day we had a similar problem. There were 3 people missing. However, we managed to complete task without them, which was basically taking pictures of the buildings in Bournemouth. And yeah, that went quite smooth. And on the third day, which is today, well, it was yesterday, we had 4 people missing, unfortunately, and which probably have affected the speed of building the structure. However, we managed with them quite well, and we had to just try different options and try to listen to every single of us to kind of find solutions for issues which occurred. However, as I said, all went well. We had fantastic picture of it working. So yeah, yeah, we also had the problem with my BU. However, what we did is went to admin office and spoke with Andy Gatridge. What shall we do about this specific issue? And basically, he told us to send the email to him, which is basically overcoming the issue, I think. And yeah, I don't think there was any other issues. The communication went well. Everybody knew what's going on. The team players were amazing. I found it very nice to work with them. And yeah, thank you for listening, and see you later.